Welcome back to the Modern Real Estate Mama podcast. I'm your host, Braden McKee, and we are talking today about some updates, some things that you should know, and some ideas that I kind of want to run past our community and our listeners here on the podcast. So grab your drink of choice. Maybe it's a cup of coffee, a tea, maybe it's a mocktail or a cocktail, and we are going to get into today's episode. Okay, so this week feels like a big week of changes. My son went to kindergarten yesterday, and that was a big emotional day. I knew I was going to be a mess. He did great. I was a total mess, and it was good. I'm so excited for him. He's in a great school, and he has a great curriculum ahead of him. His teacher is lovely, and so I'm so excited for him. But, I'm sure as you can relate, sending your kid to kindergarten for the first time is a very hard day, especially because he's been home with me pretty much. We've had some in-home childcare, but it was really important for me to be home with my babies when they were little before they went to school. And we did that, but wow. Even though some of the time felt like it was going by really, really slow, just wow that we're here and I have a child in kindergarten. On another note, yesterday I launched my new real estate marketing membership, the Breakout Agent, and I'm so excited for this. You may recall earlier in the year, I did a beta membership. I didn't have it just geared towards real estate agents, which we're going to talk about in just a little bit, but the platform that I use, the way everything was set up, it just was not the right fit. It wasn't the right timing, and I just didn't have the clarity that I needed, and also just the organization of the membership and the community and the features that the platform that I was on just wasn't there. And so ended up after the beta membership, the beta round, I closed it off, canceled the membership, and I've been working kind of on how I wanted to put this together for the last few months. And so now we are here and we're launched. This is a real estate marketing and community membership. So what that means is that every single month, I'm going to be releasing a video masterclass on a new marketing topic. You're going to get new monthly templates and resources added to the template library, and there's going to be a live Q&A call, office hour style. You can ask questions ahead of time. You can join live, collaborate, along with discussions and, ongoing chat features and a referral network. So I'm so excited about this community. It's something that I have known that I wanted to launch a membership community back in November or December 2023. It's been on my heart to do it. I've always been a community builder, and I've always been great at connecting a group of people. It's something that I enjoy thoroughly, and I knew that I wanted to do that when I decided that it was time for me to go all in on real estate marketing. Now, I have been in a funk, to be honest, probably for the last year. I got really in my head about the fact that I have been pivoting away from being a full-time agent and what that means, and feeling like it means something about who I am or what I'm worth, or, kind of just all of that, just really questioning value and everything. And, I would never think the things that I think about myself, about other people. If somebody was to change careers, make a pivot, make a shift, I literally do not care at all. And in fact, most of the time I'm like, good for them. That's awesome. Great. I'm so excited. But something that happened was I think I just got into this dark place because I was not happy doing transactions, being an agent. I've always loved marketing. I've been doing the marketing for my real estate team for the last couple of years, while also trying to handle the transaction side full time. And it was just a lot. And besides the ads, I was running, all of the content marketing and everything. And I knew that I wanted to shift. I knew I wanted to pivot my business and my focus, but I just got really, really in my head about it. And it has somewhat delayed what could have been released. But on the other hand, I think that it's been a huge learning experience, and I am learning to pull myself out of this place where I feel limited and I feel held back. Interestingly enough, I recorded an episode probably about a year ago about me holding myself back, and it's our second most listened to podcast episode. And to me, that means that you as our audience can relate to that somewhat. And so I'm sharing that because it has been a process, and it has been a lot of analyzing and comparing and things like that to get to this point. It's been a lot of second guessing myself and my vision and my hope for what this membership is going to be, and feeling unworthy of launching it, feeling nervous, worried about being judged or criticized, within the industry or something like that, which it's like, I'm just a small little speck on the map, right? But yeah, I've been holding myself back, and I've been limiting what I'm going to do. Worried about what other people are going to think or how it's going to appear, come off. If you guys don't know, I have a degree in entrepreneurship and marketing. I've always loved the marketing side of things, but going into being an entrepreneur after college, you learn that applying book knowledge of entrepreneurship and marketing is much different than actually going and doing it. It, theoretically, you would have $1 million marketing budget and things like that. But actually going and doing it and implementing it, and also just the way that content and marketing has changed, even in the last 10 years, has been just such a big change and a fast change, and the way things are developing and growing. And I want to take all that I have learned and all that I apply and be able to help you to establish a marketing plan, to establish your marketing strategy that is going to work for your business, and how to build up the different pieces so that you can establish an online presence, so that you can establish your presence within your community and build deeper relationships, and to make more money as a real estate agent. Or for some of you, how to make money as a real estate agent and how to actually market yourself, because your brokerage is teaching you that the best way is to cold call and door knock. And yes, if you want to cold call and door knock, that's fine. But I'm not going to be the one to teach you that, because I was never successful with cold calling and door knocking and even hosting the same open house, 3 to 4 days a week for months until it sold. I'm not going to teach you those types of things. I'm going to teach you to build better relationships and establish yourself within your community. I'm going to teach you how to use online marketing and build your email list, and how to create content that is searchable so that you can be found online, right? And with that, I also want to empower the members of the community to be able to lead breakout rooms and sessions as they want to be able to have an input in what the community becomes and how we build it up and what kind of topics we cover. And so I'm so excited about this release. I'm so excited about this launch. And I want to invite you, the members of the Modern Real Estate Mama, because I've been looking for a way to pour into the Modern Real Estate Mama more, to provide you with resources and trainings. And so what I am doing with inside the Breakout Agent community is I'm actually creating a space which is going to be for the Modern Real Estate Mama. So more in-depth discussions. A referral network is going to be, their Modern Real Estate Mama referral network is going to be housed within that space. And then also you're going to, in addition, just get access to the Breakout Agent resources and trainings and masterclasses. So with that, I want to invite you to become a founding member. The first 100 members, I'm doing founding member pricing at $49 lifetime pricing. So it's a one-time payment, and you get access for forever. So every single month, you don't have to continue to pay anything, but you're going to continue to get access to the membership. I really want to just express my gratitude and thankfulness and excitement for my founding members, and to be able to do that for you, because your feedback and you joining is really going to be the momentum and the feedback and the information that I need to continue to pour into the community and the membership, and to make it better, to serve agents better in the industry, and so that you can go out and establish your brands, your online presence, and make more money and convert more clients as a real estate agent. So I'm so excited about that. With that, I want to make sure that you understand that the Modern Real Estate Mama on Facebook is not going away. We will still continue to have our free Facebook group. And I'm actually considering running some kind of quarterly event or challenge engagement type of event that will be something that our community can work on together. And my hope would be we could do like prizes or giveaways during that time period. So think like once a quarter, 3 to 5 days of a certain challenge. Maybe we're going to do like an email list building challenge. And we are going to, just really do something together and do some kind of like big event that will increase engagement, probably a membership building event as well. But that is kind of my thought. Now I want your feedback on that, because if you're like not interested, and so that is kind of like my thought around it, is like we're going to continue what we're doing, and just try to do a little bit more in the Facebook group. And do something that like gets all of you really excited, and you can bring in, friends if you have them, or be able to do something together. And so I want to know your feedback on that though, because if you think like, I don't want to turn the Facebook group into that, like I'm just not interested, depending on what the feedback is, like I really want to respect and honor your input, because I am so thankful for this community that has been built. I mean, I think on Facebook we're almost at 900 members, and like that is huge. That's like I imagine if I put 900 people in a room and you put me on a stage, I would be overwhelmed, right? That's a lot of people. So thank you. And I want to honor and respect your feedback and your input into our community. Now, with that being said, there have been some changes in the last year. One of that being that I have been running the community and the podcast solo since the beginning of the year. And Alyssa is off to great things. She has an area leadership position with Epic Realty now. And I'm so excited for her, and I'm so proud of her. And just with that, she's off to other things, right? And so part of me has been thinking about how now that I'm just solo hosting the podcast most of the time, we're not having some of those same discussions on the podcast specifically that we were having about, motherhood and being a real estate agent and things like that. And so I have thought about, for the last couple of months, potentially rebranding the podcast and just making it about real estate marketing in general. We would keep the Modern Real Estate Mama, very specific niche community on Facebook, have a member space within the Breakout Agent, and have the referral network, right? But the podcast, which has been about real estate marketing and content strategy since the beginning of the year, would now, just be rebranded. Now, I want your input. I want your feedback on this, because if you were to tell me, like overwhelmingly, the audience, and our members would say, I don't want you to rebrand the podcast. If you do, I will not listen, and I want to talk more about motherhood and being in real estate. That is fine. I would 100% respect that. Like, the fact that you're here and that you've been here and that we have this community is huge. And I want to respect and honor that. But, for me, part of me does think that like maybe it makes the most sense with where my business is going and with the membership to just make this a real estate marketing podcast and, have that be, the change. But I don't want to just make the change without hearing your thoughts and your opinion and your feedback, because I am so thankful for all of you that have listened to the podcast, have been in the Facebook group up until this point. And I don't want you to feel like I'm just ripping the rug out from underneath you. It's probably not that serious, but I do just want to convey how much I care about your opinion and care about you being here, and that I get to have any kind of part in your business in the first place, that you're listening to me at all in the first place, or you're engaging, in the Facebook group. Like, that's a big deal to me. And I don't want you to just feel like I'm just like pushing that aside. And so I want your feedback. I want your opinion. And I would love just to hear your thoughts, both on the Facebook group, like doing the events, the quarterly challenges type of events, or also the podcast and rebranding the podcast slightly, kind of opening it up to more of just a real estate marketing podcast. With that being said, next week we're going to go back to our regular program of talking about real estate marketing and content strategy for real estate agents. But I want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you for any input and feedback that you have provided up until this point. I would just really love it if you would come join us on the Breakout Agent. I'm really excited for what this community is going to be built into. I'm excited for the vision. I'm finally at a point where I'm feeling confident enough to say, this is what I want to do. This is, the direction that I've been moving my business for the last 8 months. And this is where I feel that I'm best able to serve real estate agents. And this is what is more aligned with where my passions and also my skill set lies. And so I'm just really excited for it. There's a lot of good things about this platform. You can access the platform online and in an app, so you can engage in the community. You can access the community and the resources all in one place. So it's not like you have to go to Facebook for the group and then the resources are here. Like all of the trainings, everything is housed in one place. And I love that for ease and convenience. And if you're looking at something and have questions and want to put a quick post in the discussion, it's right there. And it's not like you're having to go to a completely different platform. So I'm so excited about it. If you have any questions and you're like, Braden, I don't know if this is going to be a good fit for my business, send me a DM on Instagram. I'm at Hey Braden McKee, and I'm linked in the show notes. And I am just so thankful that you are here and a part of this podcast in our Facebook community. And I'm looking forward to serving you more and hearing any feedback that you may provide about the changes that have been in the works and are, on the horizon. So I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you next week all about real estate marketing some more.